Alex has incredibly fast hands. Her first counter punch is just so heavy and hard, and I would love that.
She has such good so many different aspects of her game that I admire and would love to be able to replicate in mine, and I'm trying. That was a nice question, DJ.
Yeah.
You guys are so nice. Everyone I bring in here, Fed and Eric, shitting on each other the whole time. James and Pablo were here, we're all shitting on each other the whole time. Kaden and Augie, we're all shitting on each other. You guys are just so nice. It's so refreshing. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Conversations with DJ. Today we have Angie Walker.
Hello.
New member of the Bay Area Breakers. Welcome to MLP as well. And on her right side, we have Alex Walker. And she plays for the Phoenix Flames. So thanks for coming. Really appreciate you guys coming to the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So how did each of you get introduced to pickleball?
Yeah, I guess I'll go first. It was our mom who introduced us to pickleball way back actually in 2020. Both of us were still in school at the time playing college tennis. I was the one that kind of took the leap in 2023 and was like, I want to play tournaments. I miss competing. I loved college tennis a lot and just missed competing and being out there and playing. So I went ahead and got started. But yeah, I've got to say thanks to our mom for just showing us the sport, showing us how fun it was. We got to play as a family during COVID and then I dragged her out there with me.
That's sick. So you played because she played, essentially.
Yeah, so 2020 we would just go out and play at the park with our mom, and then Angie went full time after she graduated playing college tennis, and then that was when I was just coaching tennis in Vancouver. I had moved home, and she was playing on the tour and decided to drag me out, and she said she wanted me to be her doubles partner, and it's been really fun so far.
Yeah, that's sick. Yeah.
Almost 2 years in now.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, just even getting to do something with your sister, which is probably who you love the most in the world anyways, right? And it happens to be pro pickleball and getting paid for it. It all seems pretty elite, when you get to think about it. So in your case, because you started first, was there a moment where you realized that, oh shit, I can make money with this, or I'm pretty good, let me just pursue this? Or was it ever just kind of free flowing, let me see where it takes me?
So I graduated in 22 with my master's, and I was like, okay, I can go get a job, or I can take
Boring.
a gap year. Exactly. I didn't want to do that. I was like, or maybe take a gap year and just try pickleball and just see what happens. Obviously, the sport is still so new. I did feel like there was opportunity there for maybe something to happen, but when I first started, I guess it was 2023 that I was like, this year is my gap year that I'm going to play pickleball. I was just, coaching tennis at home, just had saved up money, and I was like, I'm just going to go for it and just see what happens. And I was just kind of maybe right place, right time. I was in Kansas City during Tour Wars.
Tour Wars, yeah.
So
that'll be in the books one day.
Yeah, exactly. So I was there when that happened, and I just got kind of in a position that I was offered from both MLP, PPA, and it was the first time that I had seen real money, because I had won rounds and I was making maybe half of the amount of money that gold card players were making.
Yeah, the 50%.
So it wasn't making a living, but I had a sponsor at the time. I was sponsored by Head Pickleball actually, and
big shout out to Katie. I don't know if you ever met Katie, but
so that was when actual money started coming. Before then, it was just kind of Tuesday night pickleball.
I watched some of that.
Yeah, a little paycheck from Head here and there, and just I don't know, just having fun with it more so than anything.
Yeah, and how did you fall into all the pro pickleball stuff?
It was all her. I mean, I had graduated. I was planning on maybe going back and getting my master's in clinical mental health, which is still on hold, but I might go back to that eventually. And Angie just was on me every single day, come play with me, come play with me.
True.
No. And then we played a tournament in Newport in June of 2023, and we had a lot of fun, and I realized, I was like, why have I been saying no to this? This is a no-brainer. So that was when I started playing more, and then went full-time September of 2023.
Yeah.
And that was just all kind of with her pressure as the older sibling. But
Yeah,
I'm
so
glad that
cool.
she, older sibling, she's always like, I was right.
Yeah,
I'm
so
always
cool.
right.
As the older sibling, you
Yes.
are. I listen to my brother too, and then
Yeah.
my sister listens to me. So maybe a little spicy, but who was the more decorated tennis player out of the two?
That's
Well,
not true.
There's differences in throughout our life, I think, actually.
In juniors, I would say I had more results, but then in college tennis, Angie has the record for most winningest player in Idaho State women's
Oh, wow,
history.
nice.
So Angie for
do,
sure in
actually.
college, yeah.
College, yeah. Alex made it to the finals of like Canadian nationals though. And,
Oh,
like, beat
sick.
some
Singles or
big
doubles?
names.
Doubles.
Doubles, sick.
So
I love
Alex,
that.
And you won provincials, which is like equivalent to state in the U.S.
Mhm.
So she won BC provincials twice. So she was a very good junior tennis player.
Damn. So between the two of you, who would win?
We never played
We
each
never
other.
played.
What about
Never
doubles
been.
together? Have you guys ever
We
do that?
did do that.
Mhm.
Nice.
Sometimes,
We
'cause
did
I
well
think
in some ITFs.
2 years when you're a teenager is quite a big difference. So
For
we never
sure.
like played really together, but we played some ITFs together, and but we were just never competitive with each other. So we never played against each other. We would practice with each other all the time, but
We never really wanted to find out who would win. I think like we wouldn't have played well.
no.
If we had played each other, like I would have been like, oh, this is my younger sister, like I don't want to lose her, and she was probably like, oh, this is my older sister, I don't want to beat her. Type things. We're like, let's just stay away from that.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think like between family members, it's always kind of like we are family. Like let's just not be better than each other. It's like let's be better than everybody else. You know, that was kind of like the thing with me and my brother. We grew up playing some tennis together. He was 6 years older, so obviously better than me. As boys, you know, we like a lot of fighting too and stuff like that. He was always bigger than me, but it was never like, oh, who's like the better sibling? It's like,
Yeah.
nah, fuck that. Like it's the two of us against
Yeah.
everybody else, sort of thing.
Totally
So
agree
I
with
really
that.
like the fact that you guys have the same kind of mojo going on.
Yeah.
And that's what has worked out really well for us playing on the tour together and playing doubles together, is because then we can like just go out and try to be better than every other team, but we never have to like get each other in the draw and have to compete against each other still.
Yeah. What's actually really funny is that the first year, last year, 2024, that we were like officially signed PPA pros, first round, first match ever at the Masters, we did play each other in mixed doubles.
Who won? Who won?
I actually
Okay.
won that. In 3? Or was it 2?
I think it
I
was
don't even remember anymore.
Yeah.
But it was like one of those moments where it's like, oh, this has never happened before. We've never played. Like, all we ever have done is like lift each other up and want the best for each other. Even
Yeah.
in like college tennis, like I would find it hard. We were in the same conference for college tennis.
Mm-hmm.
So we never played each other in that either. But it would be hard like playing on my court and then like seeing my teammate playing against my sister. And be
Yeah.
like, oh, this is a conflict.
Yeah, for
Like-
sure. Well, it shouldn't be though. It's always your sister. It's gotta be always
Right.
family. It's funny too though, right? Because when you play your sister in this case, or you know, when I play my brother in certain stuff, it's like it's a mental game of like I know that you know, but you know that I know. So it's like, what are you gonna do about it? You know. So it's always really funny. So, what kind of roles do you each naturally fall into, kind of like on and off the court? Like, is there one of you that's more competitive, or like more spicy, or like obviously, you know, one of you plays the right over the left? So kind of like on and off the court. How would you explain that?
I think we're good because we complement each other in different ways.
Mhm.
Like when you're talking about being spicy, I'll maybe be more feisty and fierce and whatever over certain things, and then Angie will be more spicy over other
Something else
things.
Yeah.
So
really
it's like,
set me
and then
off.
we, yeah, I'll bring her down, she'll bring me down. I usually play the right side, Angie plays the left. I would say I'm probably more of a power player, Angie's more of a control player. But yeah, we really always have like complemented each other well and had like her differences and my strengths and her weaknesses kind of balance each other out.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I would agree with that. I would say maybe in general when it came to pickleball, just because I was the first one that started, like maybe I was like not bossy, but like more like
Older
okay, this
siblings
is
are
what we're
always
gonna
bossy.
do. This
Yeah.
is the plan. Like this is how we're gonna like play this person, like whatever. And you've always like really received that sort of feedback well, and we've balanced each other that way now and like grown as a team in that way. But yeah.
Yeah, so that was when you started. So what about now, considering that kind of like you were saying in junior tennis, a year or two is a lot, right? So whoever's older is usually better. But in pickleball, as you're, and you're older, it's not really quite that way, right? I've been playing for like 6-7 years, and there's people that have been playing for like 3 years, 4 years that are better than me, right? So do you ever like argue or disagree on strategy when you're playing certain teams, or are you always kind of like, yeah, you're right, let's just get it done?
We're usually on the same page.
Yeah.
And both pretty receptive to what we're saying. Like, we call a timeout if someone has an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even if it doesn't work, just having that timeout, resetting, talking about what the plan is, and then if someone, like, I don't know, we usually never have a conversation where we're like, no, I don't think that we should do that at all.
Yeah.
We might build off of each other and then go out and try to implement it. And if it works, great. And if it doesn't, change the plan.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it is nice, like, since we are partners for the past year and a half on tour, like, we can study the game and study each other and, like, watch film and everything together and, like, really come up with better solutions, what was working, what isn't, and implement it in practice too. It's what's nice about living with your partner and your sister.
That's fair.
It's like we get to practice with each other all the time too. So yeah.
Is there ever any situation where like you want to watch tape but you don't? You're like, all right, we'll just do this later, or are you guys always on tape? Okay, nice.
I always want to watch.
Yeah.
I always want pickleball on. I love watching it. I love watching back our matches. I kind of have to force her sometimes.
Okay. What about dragging each other into practice?
I think we're usually both pretty on with wanting practice.
Nice.
Like, that's we definitely love going out and playing. We have a great group in Arizona of players that we'll play with, and practice is always super fun. And so usually but the film, I definitely need to be better about watching film.
It's tough. It's good. It's nice to watch it. I enjoy watching pickleball. Like, it's always in the background of my house somewhere. But actually sitting down and like rewinding and like seeing, what is he doing with this shot? What did I do wrong here? Like, that's a different type of watching. It takes more like focus and just more, I guess, like energy to just kind of put into it, So that said, is there a moment in your, both of you guys' pickleball career that as a team together you enjoyed the most, or is it more just kind of like the ability to travel together and do everything together?
I would say just having her, like, being able to do this together is the most exciting thing for sure. Like, I think little us would just absolutely die over what we get to do. We get to travel the U.S., see different parts of the country, and just live out it was my dream, and I think it became yours too. Like, just getting to compete and travel and do this together, for sure. I would say every time we get to share like a win, it's like those wins are just even better when they're with someone that you love and care about so much. You know? Every time we get to play on center court, it's always exciting and a good memory. Like little things like that, they add up and they just like really make the whole experience special. Yeah. So.
You have a favorite one?
Favorite tournament?
You guys just had a good win or a good couple wins in San Clemente, right? Or am I tripping?
We won our first round. It was a good one. And then went on center the next day, played Catherine and Rachel.
Okay. But you guys beat Lena and Lane, didn't you?
We did.
Yeah, sick. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, it was fun. I think that match we really clicked. There's matches where you just feel like you're completely in flow and we were both moving so well together, like those. And we've had a couple tournaments now where I feel like we've been consistently meeting that, but we have been unlucky with the draws where we keep drawing the 1 or 2 seed in the second round.
Yeah, it's
and
tough.
So it's been kind of hard for us to at least kind of like go deeper in the draw where that's obviously the goal, but of course, like whatever match you have to play, even if it's against the number 1 or 2 seed, you just want to go out and play your best and at least give it a good effort. Yeah,
for sure. It's really interesting too because I talk to so many people about it. And it's like, like whether it's the first or second or fourth seed, it's like you have to beat somebody at some point, right? But I think it kind of goes more, I think it's harder for women because if you're playing Anna Bright or Anna Lee more than anything, it's like, the chances are not, like, I guess like the overall percentages are just not there for about anybody in the women's pickleball world. Not that nobody can beat her, but it's like I would probably rather play Ben and let's say Colin as a guy than I would rather play Anna Lee and Anna Wright as a woman. That's how I see it, at least based on just winning percentages. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, they're just so dominant in the sport, and they have, I mean, obviously obviously Annalie and like Anna Bright, they've proved themselves just again and again and again, and just being so dominant. And so they're obviously the team to beat, but like you're saying, it hasn't been happening. But as the sport keeps growing,
like it's a good opportunity every time you get to go out there and play them. And I think like Alex and I are making strides in how we're competing against them. But again, like if it's tournament after tournament in the same round every single time as well, it's like making that push is just that much harder.
100%.
Because you have to beat them in that round.
Yeah.
It's like I would like to play them in maybe a quarters, you know, if possible. But it's just the way the draw keeps lining up.
Yeah, that's called being unlucky.
So many times.
So you were saying though, it seems like you guys have been finding, kind of like the click between the two of you while you play, right? So is there any sort of like pre-match routine or ritual that you guys are doing now, either individually or as a team, to make sure that keeps happening more often?
So I've actually started meditating.
Okay.
And I think that that it helps me just get in the zone, calm my mind down. I think with pickleball, like you can just be kind of thinking so many different things, and you're out there, and when the game slows down and you start thinking, there's so much time to think, and then just the meditation and even just like calming my mind down before has really helped me get in the zone and just be like, okay, it's game time to go play.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm just watching film and have a game plan in mind. I'm just
straight to business.
Straight to business. I listened to her, like, you were doing visualization on our way to our match, and I was driving, and she was, like, saying out loud, like, and I just made this drop, and then you came in and you crashed it.
That's amazing. I love that.
Was kind of funny.
You just gotta speak it into existence.
Yeah. I'm all for
Yeah,
that.
that's part of it too. I mean, like, would you say speaking into existence and like just not saying it, but truly believing it is the same, or do you have to say it?
No, I was kind of joking, but
yeah.
I was just like, I think that belief though is a huge thing. Like a lot of people, the differences in their game, maybe they're very similar, but the person who believes more and wants it more is the person that's going to come out on top. So just trying to like find that belief in ourselves as a team and just keep doing better every time.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So my next question would be, usually I ask somebody, what kind of skill would you take from a pro that you don't have in your game? But I guess for you would be, what could you learn from her and what could you learn from Angie?
Angie has such a good backhand roll dink. I mean, on both sides. But I would love to just be able to take it from her. No. To just put that in
just
my game.
Steal
like,
it. Just
steal it.
Not copy, just steal it. Like, not you can't have it anymore.
It's just mine now. No, she has such good, like, so many different aspects of her game that I admire and would love to be able to replicate in mine, and I'm trying. Like, I basically modeled how I play after her because she's the one that brought me into it and taught me what I know, so.
Sweet. I think that Alex has incredibly fast hands.
Mm-hmm.
Her first like counter punch is just so like heavy and hard, and I would like love that because I feel like her like hand speed and like whenever she gets sped up on the right or whatever, like she's just so all over everyone, and I'm just like, she's just so quick with your hands.
You do have like a nice little like forehand pancake like slap. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Like when she gets
true.
sped up like right through here, she's just like all over it, and it's just like so great. Like as her partner, if I'm like the reason that she just got sped up, I'm like, oh, she's fine. Like she's gonna bail herself. She's gonna bail me out. She's gonna bail us out. Like her hand speed is just incredible, and just her power in general. Like I think
that was a nice question, DJ.
Yeah.
You guys are so nice. Like everyone I bring in here, like with Fed and Eric, they're shitting on each other the whole time. James and Pablo are here. We're all shitting on each other the whole time. Kaden and Augie, we're all shitting on each other. You guys are just so nice. It's so different. So refreshing. So I guess, obviously from Canada, played tennis, and you guys decided to move to Arizona. Probably not because of weather, is my guess, right? But
no, actually.
Oh, you like the weather there?
Well,
on the summer.
It's the opposite,
that's fair.
right? We get to be outdoors all winter, which is super nice.
Yeah. That said, though, what is kind of like your training routine? Like, how often do you play? Are you hitting the gym? Is it weights? Is it sprints? Who do you practice with the most? Just kind of run me through that.
Yeah. I would say that we're practicing at least once a day, sometimes twice a day. And we got really into Pilates maybe 8 months ago now, and that's kind of like what we do for strength, flexibility, I don't know, mobility.
Yeah.
Like all of that has been great with Pilates, and I try to go pretty much every day that I'm home. So a regular day for me would be like training in the morning, Pilates, and then another game or something in the afternoon.
Nice.
And we don't actually drill a lot together. We more so drill with other people in Arizona, and then like come and bring what we've done together. Talk about like how maybe a drilling session went with someone else, what we worked on. But drilling together, we don't necessarily do that much. There's so many good top guys in Arizona, so we get
Craig
really
Johnson.
Craig Johnson, Augie, Pessa, Kyle, all of them. So great. And so we get a lot of really good Greg, obviously.
Greg.
Obviously Greg, how could I forget
Greg Dow, yeah. He gets a lot of cupping, right?
Yeah. So we do get a lot of mixed practice in. Women's is a little bit tougher to get like consistent women's games.
Yeah.
We've started playing against some guys as practice, and I think that's really helped us. And yeah, do you have anything to add?
But the drilling with each other thing, I think, because we live together, we travel together, we play together, so it's nice to also like get some separation sometimes and drill with other people, and like she said, work on things with other people, and then bring it back to practice. Because just we do everything together, but we don't have to do everything together.
Right. Yeah, waking up and stuff and having breakfast is probably enough. Yeah, I gotcha. So the way that I see it is not to be a dick, right?
Okay.
But like, let's say like, to me, Ben is a better pickleball player than Annalie. Like, if they were gonna play singles or one-on-one, to me, Ben would win more often, right? So I think for top male pros, it's harder to find practice because all the top male pros live in other places. Arizona is a good place, right? Boca is a good place. We don't have as many here. But I find, and I talk to other people about this, where like pro women can play like 5-5 guys, and that to me seems like the best practice for you guys or for other pro women. So do you think that's true, or am I just being kind of a dick about it?
No, yeah, that is true. Like she said, we've been able to kind of start getting into those games with the guys. In the beginning, we just never asked them. And I think finally we were just like, okay, we're just going to ask them and if they want to play.
Yeah.
And so that's been really helpful, just like being able to see different things and play with different people. Like we've said, the women's, there's just not that many girls, so we play the same girls game over and over and over again. And then at that point, you know exactly what the other person's going to do before they do it, because we've played the same people so many times. So yeah, the guys, like we said, in Arizona, like all of them are so great. The 5-0, 5-5 guys are great too. So it's a really great community.
Yeah. And what do you guys think about, because obviously you have to play a lot of mixed too, but in mixed doubles, the guy tends to take a lot of balls. So is that good practice for the woman? Is that not good practice? Because for me, when I play mixed, it's like, fuck yeah, I get to hit every shot that I want, right? And then in practice, it's even more prevalent because I feel like, hey, if I lose, I lose. It is what it is. I'm just going to go for stuff and try new shots. So in your mind, is mixed practice just kind of like, oh, like this guy's just taking every ball?
No, because it's what we do in tournaments.
That's
so it's
fair.
a good way to just practice what your specific role is as the girl in mixed. And so I love practicing mixed in Arizona too. Again, because the guys are also great. But like Kyle Kazuda, I just played with him, and he just posted a video actually of him like coming way over crazy point, comes all the way over, misses the dink, and some people are like, let her play in the comments, but I'm supposed to be over there, and he's supposed to be coming over and taking the balls, because that's how mix goes, and we want the guy touching as many balls and like playing as big as possible. So
you have to practice like you play.
For sure.
So practicing mix is just like a different mentality. It's like, okay, I'm gonna be more consistent. I'm gonna make my thirds. I'm gonna like practice my resets today. Like look for some counters. Practice my hand speed. When you have the guy down your line, it's like okay,
big third, get out of the way.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fun.
So the next segment is a very, very short who's more likely to, because we have two people here. Okay. So the first one is most likely to forget their paddle. Can't forget the flamingo. Most likely, ooh, this one's probably not a good one, but most likely to trash talk mid-match. I don't see either one of you doing it.
I would
Likely to get
Probably-
fired up.
Really?
In like a
but
to
no.
her, like I'll say something maybe to her. I wouldn't like actually say something.
Oh, I
neither
see.
of us would ever. Yeah.
Interesting, because I like talking shit to my opponents.
Yeah.
That said, though, like I think my best comments and my best trash talking is when I'm with my partner and we're close, and I just throw a one-liner that's just like too epic to even say on camera. But yeah, no, I get
No,
that.
that's fair. Yeah, I'm not one. Alex
Neither.
isn't really one to say like anything. Like she's very like in the match, like she's just very level-headed. I would say that I'm a little bit more like this, which means that I would say something probably to you, yeah. If I had to.
If we had to pick.
If we had to pick.
Yeah, that's fair. Who's more likely to stay calm under pressure?
I would like. You know what? We're gonna say both.
We're
of
gonna
us.
say both.
Really?
Like I said
Yeah.
earlier, speak it into existence.
Yeah.
There you go. And who's more likely to make a weird shot that somehow works?
Sure.
I will say though, like watching you play this past couple days and practicing with you,
Yeah.
everything you do is very, very well thought through. Like there is never a oh fuck, here you go. Like you know what I mean? I do that all the time where it's like too many options, I don't know what to do. Okay, and here you go.
Yeah.
So no, that's true. I would agree with that just because of watching her play.
It's the older child thing, just more structured. Like you said, you're a
Yeah.
younger child, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there you go.
No, for sure. No, yeah, that's exactly how my brother is. He's the older child, and everything is like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yeah, I totally get it. So, a little bit off pickleball, but obviously, it seems like it could last forever, but pro pickleball will not last forever for anybody, right? And so, I guess, you know, whenever the time comes, what is next with the two of you?
So I have I have a bachelor's degree in elementary education. So
Mhm.
I at one point thought I was going to be a teacher.
Yeah.
I think that that's still in the cards for me, maybe. Just because I do love teaching and I love to be around kids, and it's something I always thought I would do. I have a master's in business, so then I can always fall back on like some sort of marketing something, and maybe even stay in pickleball with it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm ready or when the time will come to even like leave pickleball behind. Like it might even be something that is always in my life, and that's something that I would probably be fine with.
Yeah,
like
for
even
sure.
if I do it from like a standpoint of where I'm not playing anymore, but I'm still involved in it in some aspect. For the time being, at least, that's where I would like to see myself going.
What about you?
Yeah, I agree with that. I would love to be involved in the pickleball space in some facet for as long as possible. But if that weren't to work out, I have my undergrad is in psychology, and so I wanted to get my master's in clinical mental health counseling.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be a therapist and help people. I think, you know, like after COVID and stuff, a lot of people were struggling and still are. So it's like being an ear for someone to talk to and go get my master's and be a therapist.
Yeah, that's sick. So, talking about, you're saying staying in pickleball, I know you guys either started or are doing some coaching video, YouTube stuff. So, how did that come about, and are you guys still doing it?
Yeah, so we have our Walker Sisters Pickleball YouTube channel, and we started that a couple months ago. We both have been involved in coaching for 10 years. Forever, yeah. Our parents are both the directors at a tennis club, and so we've been coaching for as long as we can remember. We love coaching. We love spreading like our love of the game with other people, and so we post twice weekly, Mondays and Fridays, just to give some short pickleball tips and tricks and some drills for people to use and learn from.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anything to add to that?
No, I would just say, yeah, like we've been involved in coaching forever just because we grew up, you know, going to the country club where our parents would coach, and they've been the best coaches ever, and they taught us everything that we know, and then we've transitioned that into pickleball. And I don't know, I think we take it seriously. We want to help people, and I think, yeah, the YouTube has done pretty good so
Yeah,
far.
awesome. Well, tell the camera what it is and
Go
to
ahead.
go follow. Walker Sisters, right?
Yeah.
Walker Sisters Pickleball on YouTube, and go subscribe if you want to have some tips and tricks.
Yeah, and go comment and like and tip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give him money.
Let us know
Yeah.
what you want to see. I think we're also in the process of filming some new videos.
Nice.
Because we filmed just like a whole bunch.
Mhm.
And so then we've been posting those, and then it's time for some new stuff. So anything you guys want to see,
Yeah,
let us
of
know.
course. Yeah, no, that's amazing. So a couple of years ago, I was playing in semifinals in the PPA in Minnesota, and I threw my paddle. I don't know if you guys ever saw that. And it flew very high up in the air, and it landed on the crowd. Nobody got hurt. The most interesting thing about that was the comments. So every comment that there ever was, I'm not all of them, but some of them were very much like, if that paddle came at me, like, watch out, or like, you know, like if that ever happened, like meet me in the parking lot, and I was like, I would love to. That said, you know, for guys, it's just kind of interesting, right? But how is handling like the social media attention and pressure as a girl? You know, being a basically pro athlete and kind of being on the spotlight all the time.
I think we've been lucky in the sense that our following and things that like comments that we've received have generally been positive, and we've like the community that follows us has been really supportive of our pickleball. Like even when we've had matches that aren't that great and maybe end up on memes. One specifically, one I'm thinking about. The comment section was very nice, and people were so kind, and so
I was so surprised about that one. We ended up on memes for a horrible match that we played, and the comment section was so nice to us.
Interesting. What was the meme about, even?
We basically got beat.
we got
Quick enough that the whole first game could fit in a reel.
Who
It was
was
that
that?
bad.
Who was that against?
Rachel and Georgia.
Okay, that's a pretty tough team.
You blink and you miss the match. It was
Yeah.
that fast. Not one of our highlights,
Yeah.
but it, you know. So yeah, I think the social media for us, like I know that it can be a scary place and that people can be really harsh, but the people that have interacted with us and that have been following our journey have all been so great.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. Cause like I'm telling you, like I got DMs saying like, if that paddle landed on me, I'll kill you. And I was like, you can try.
You just like fight back with them. Do you actually respond to that sort of thing, or do you leave it?
I don't, but in my head, I'm like, I would love to see it happen.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll never engage with that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
First of all, because, like, I don't really give a fuck. I'm just that kind of person. Like, everything I care about is mostly in the moment.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, fuck, I threw my paddle. I'm really sorry. And I just move on.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, no, I would never engage with a bunch of idiots anyways.
Okay.
It's all good.
Fair.
Just a couple more questions. Just kind of like wrapping up, more on the rapid fire round sort of thing. But I know that both of you are sponsored by Proton. So, you know, you can answer a paddle from Proton if you want to. But is there a favorite pickleball paddle all time for either one of you? The Flamingo?
Yeah,
So-
let's say the Flamingo. That's the one that we use,
Yeah.
and we love that one. Me specifically love the pink one. I love the pink Flamingo.
Nice.
Yeah. And if you're asking like any paddle, like I'm gonna be honest, like I've never even like tried really another one. Like
Yeah.
Alex's first sponsor in 2023 was Proton. She was the first athlete that Proton had,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like
Andre Diasky.
okay. Andre.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
You know
that's
what
true.
I mean?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll take it.
But like yeah, it's just it's gotten progressively better, like the Series 3, and now the Flamingo is just it actually is great. We like it a lot.
Yeah, it is a good paddle. Most people like it. What about a favorite post-match meal or snack?
We get Mexican food a lot when we're on the road.
Oh, nice.
We
Okay.
love Mexican food.
What's
Really.
the go-to order?
Burrito.
Yeah, burritos, enchiladas, and if it's at the end of a tournament, maybe a margarita.
Yeah, love a good place with some queso and chips and salsa. Yeah.
Oh, chips and salsa. I fucking love that. Okay, and last question. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, because I know you guys are very, very nice.
Oh, thank you.
But I have brought up before my pet peeve in pickleball is when people prolong the game as much as they possibly could.
Okay.
And I've said who it is, I've said what they do, and nothing against them. Like, it's just basically my, like, wow, like, we're taking 3 minutes between points, really? You know what I mean? So, what pet peeve do you guys have in pickleball? What's your pickleball pet peeve?
I think that this conversation has kind of started to be opened up, but it's like we're standing so close to each other that sometimes it's like if it's like a missed shot and just someone is like crazy in your face.
Oh, like I was to Pablo today?
Like, okay, that, I guess.
Are you
I guess
calling
that's
DJ
fair.
out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's you. No. But I don't know. I think like the screaming and stuff, like, yeah, there's so many like juniors now, you know, and I just think like the screaming is just like really gotten to just like crazy points.
For sure.
And I scream myself, so it's like it's just one of those things where it's like you play a point, maybe it's like a crazy good hands battle, like all your energy is like so amped up, and then you let out a scream. But I think like the stare downs and like other things like that, the trash talking sometimes is like kind of can be a little bit much, and sometimes I'm just like, is that necessary? You know?
Yes.
So okay, I guess it's necessary, but
yeah, I think the trash talking can be a way too for fans maybe to get kind of engaged, and you know, to create personalities for the sport and the villain and everything. So that can be kind of fun. Yeah. The screaming, I think it's good to pump yourself up and to say come on and like show that you're into it, because like if you're flat, that's not gonna help either. But yeah, there's like the stare downs and
I guess I've never like looked at my opponent as I've said like come on or like yelled.
Me neither.
I don't think I've ever done that.
I didn't see you do that today. One time
you did that today. No.
I will say though, like I do agree with you. It's not like when I do it, for example, like I usually don't do it to people that I dislike. It's more with people that I'm like doing it back and forth with.
That's kind of funny.
You know?
Yes. That's kind of funny.
That's such a guy thing.
Yeah. And like today, for example, you know, it was Pablo, right? Pablo and I stay at Airbnbs together. We hang out all the time. He's been to my house, right? Like we text. And then like literally after like 5 minutes after, he was like, "Hey, good playing, bro," in like Spanish. Yeah. And I was like, "You too." And then
you guys just leave it on the court.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
The girls do maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I think it's kind of that. Like, we're able to we want to win so bad, like, sort of like, fuck you on the court, and then off the court, we'll forever be fine.
Yeah.
Where maybe you're right. Like, I feel like maybe girls, it's more, like, if you actually do it, it's because, like, maybe you dislike that person. Like, I feel like guys just, we don't really care about that.
Yeah.
I think for some of the screaming and stuff I see, you would expect maybe it to be more tense off the court, but in pickleball, I think because it's just kind of like how people have been, that off the court everybody's fine and it's all cool. So, yeah.
The really interesting thing to me is, especially in MLP, like a game to 11 happens so fast that it reminds me of a third set in tennis 6-6 tiebreaker, where like
that's just where you start from.
Every point matters so much that you kind of have to go above and beyond to make sure that you can get every edge possible so you can win 11 points in 30 seconds. Like it literally happens that fast, right? Where maybe in a game where it's, or in a match where it's like 2 out of 3 to 11, I might not start doing anything until like second game 9-8. You know, because you're still kind of getting settled and kind of warm and rhythm and getting in with your partner, getting mentally in it. But in the game to 11, it's like, if I can get 2 points just by yelling at him, like, I might as well.
For your team.
Exactly.
That's part of what makes MLP so fun, is the environment, the energy, the teams, like you and Pablo going at it. It was giving people in the crowd something to talk about, so, yeah.
And I guess, and like the funniest thing to me is the fact that me and Pablo are completely good, and then people probably think we hate each other. So we're gonna post a picture later together, like, hey, we good.
We're good.
But yeah, that said, that is all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for coming to Conversations with
Thank
DJ.
you.
Really appreciate you guys. Best of luck to you with the Flames. Big shout out to Proton. Anyone else?
Proton and DAPS. Are you wearing
Daps.
weird?
I'm
No, we don't
not.
have our
We don't
pickleball
have
shoes
our
on
shoes
right now,
on.
Yeah.
but DAPS is a new pickleball shoe. They're working with the kitchen pickleball, if you see that on Instagram. So yeah, but Proton and DAPS, they've just been so great to us.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you for coming. Like always, thanks to APL and You Dripping for sponsoring this video, and catch you guys later.
Bye.